Now that we have our control panel off, we're going to go over replacing the buttons. Now they're exactly the same, replacing them. So we're just going to do it on the stop button because it's the one on the bottom. And you want to pay attention to how you have the prongs oriented. So we have the 3 in a row and then the 1 on this side and then the 1 off by itself on the left. And then we'll go ahead, actually we unplug the one that we are going to be replacing. In this case it's this one. Kind of just wiggle them back and forth. Be very careful. And you might have to slip these little rubber booties up. Just rock it back and forth. As you pull up, it'll come off. Don't go yanking on it because it'll just cause problems. And then we're going to remove the 3 screws that hold this plate in place. Set these screws off to the side. That'll give us access to the front and back of it. And this housing right here, we're gonna loosen that up, and it comes off the back. Take that off. Take this metal square washer looking thing off. Then the button comes out the front. We get our new button. We do get it in this condition where we can have it have those 2 pieces off. Then we're going to put it back on. And here's where, remembering the orientation of those prongs, you have the 3 and then the 1 off, sorry, the 4 on the right side and then the 1 off by itself. Or if you look at it, you'll see that you have 4 gold prongs and 1 silver prong. So you want it to look pretty much match up with the same orientation as the other one. We'll put the silver washer with the prong side down. And if you notice, there's little cutouts in there. Those line up. There's only one way this goes on. So if we try to put it on the wrong way, it won't actually slide on all the way. It'll slide all the way down. And then we'll take this is called a castle nut, because it looks kind of like a castle. That's its actual name. And we want the smooth side, not the castle top of it. We want that to be on the top and the other side to be on the bottom, facing towards the plate. Then we just screw it on and make sure that it's aligned up. Move our wires out of the place. Slide the control panel back so that the mounting holes line up. Screw those in. Screw that in. And then you want to put your connectors back on, and they go on the top too. So if you orient it properly, you'll just use the other one as an example. But if you read the numbers on it, it goes in the C, or sorry, if we look at this right, it says NO and then the C connection. Those are the 2 that we want to connect. And it doesn't matter which one you have where, just so long as those are the 2 that we connect to. We don't want to connect to the one that says NC to the NO. We want to connect the NO to the C. Because if you connect it backwards, when the button's out, it'll always back up. Or it'll think that the button's always pressed. So if that's the problem, or if that's happening after you replace the button, then you need to swap those 2 leads. And then you slide your little rubber booties back down. And then you put it back on the machine.